What's up, YouTube? Ryan back today with another Minor League Monday. I've been waiting for this one for a long time. Adley Rutschman, number 1 overall draft pick in 2019, is on fire. We're breaking down Adley Rutchman today. Like I said, I've been waiting to do this since he was in college. I thought he was the fantastic first overall pick. I thought there's no way he could struggle in the minor leagues, but he actually did a little bit. And we'll jump into the stats here in just a little bit. But super excited. I have one Bowman Chrome raw card of Adley Rutschman. I didn't do any Bowman draft in 2019. And I couldn't find it today, so this is the filler card. But I did just purchase an Adley Rutschman card last night, and I'll show you once we get to the baseball card side of things. But let's jump into Adley Rutschman. He is playing so well in Double-A. All right, Adley Rutschman, 23 years old, so he is a little bit older. He went to college, number 1 draft pick out of Oregon State. Fantastic, won a national championship there. But he's 6'2", 220, so he's a big kid, really good frame. Can't ask for a much better frame out of a catcher. Scouts grade him phenomenally, 60 hit, 65 power, 30 runs, so he is slow, 60 arm, 65 field, 65 overall. He's the number 2 prospect overall in baseball. Obviously a number 1 prospect for the Orioles. But outside of his speed, Adley Rutschman grades out phenomenally. All right, let's jump into Adley's stats really quick. Let's break them down. All right, Adley Rutschman, again, 3 years at Oregon State. He has been in the pro since 2019, so he was one of the people in the 2019 class that really kind of lost a year to COVID. Everyone did, but I feel like the 2019 class really did, because really the 2019 class, all they had was a short season. So it's almost like they didn't play in the minor leagues as far as like moving up and down in systems, pretty much all based on what they did in camp last year. But Adley Rutschman, Oregon State, he struggled his first year. Oregon State hit 234. Not going to touch too much on his college numbers because they don't matter too much, but his sophomore and junior year were just crazy, hitting 411 with a 575 on base percentage, 1300 OPS, 17 home runs on top of that. There's good reason as to why he was a number 1 pick, hitting phenomenally and playing fantastic defense at the college level. He was the obvious pick, number 1 overall. It was him and then Bobby Witt Jr. People thought Bobby was going to go first at one point, but Adley is just undeniable with that season. It was just crazy, especially playing in the pack. But let's jump into his pro ball numbers. Let's focus on those more, really. So 2019, first year, he actually played at 3 levels. So they're moving him up pretty quickly. Rookie ball, he played for 5 games. He hit 143. Nothing crazy at all. Not even going to focus on these. And then they just moved him up. Don't really know why, because he struggled. But in low A, he did really well, actually. He played 20 games. He hit 325 with a 413 on base percentage. Just shy of a 900 OPS. He hit 1 home run in those 20 games, 15 RBIs, 25 hits. So he did really well in low A. And then they moved him up to A-ball, and he struggled. This is where he finished his 2019 season, played 12 games, 154 with a 261 on base percentage. It's not even worth breaking into because he was just bad. He hit 2 home runs, but just really nothing impressive in 2019, really. He played well in low A, but seeing the 143 and the 154 was concerning for me. I was like, wow, I didn't expect this from Adley, but this doesn't, scare me. So obviously, we don't know what happened in 2020 as far as the work that he put in. So far in 2021, and this is what we're going to focus on, he's doing really well. He's doing really well. Outstanding, I would say. So he's in Double-A Bowie. That team's stacked, by the way. But Adley, 22 games so far this season, and this is why I'm so excited. He's hitting 293, which, I don't expect him to be someone that hits 330, but Adley's specialty is getting on base. So far, he has a 465 on base percentage, 1,000 OPS, 6 home runs. He just hit 2 of those last night in a doubleheader, 1 from the right side, 1 from the left side. Just so exciting. He looks really good, really good. Every time I look at him, he's getting on base, and he's walked 22 times in 22 games. Unheard of stuff. He just gets on base, and that's his specialty, and that's why I really think he's going to succeed once he hits the pro level. It's just that next level approach at the plate that you just don't see very often. Adley Rutschman has that, and this is super refreshing because, like I said, 2019 kind of left a bad taste in my mouth with Adley Rutschman as far as his performance. I expected him to blow the lower levels out of the water. I thought he would be fast-tracked in major leagues. COVID messed that up, obviously, but he's looking like he should probably debut this year at this rate. I would be surprised if he didn't with a 460 on base percentage in Double-A. Come on now. The Orioles can afford to bring him up. He's way better than what they have, most likely. So, all right, let's jump into his sports cards and show you the card I actually just purchased, but why I do think he's a good buy right now. All right, Adley Rutchman. We're focusing on his 2019 Bowman Draft Chrome card. So this is his first Bowman Chrome. All refractors, all parallels. We're going to talk a little bit about all of them. Refractors, raw, are selling for like $40 right now. That's pretty expensive refractor. I actually don't like that buy unless you know it's a phenomenal card, because that's just expensive for a raw card that might have like a giant print line down it. A couple more refractors there. He did see an uptick. I will say that just this week, because he's been playing really well this week. So there has been an uptick there. Bowman Chrome PSA 10 sold for $200 today as I'm recording this, which is makes me feel really great because this is the card I bought. I bought the PSA 10 refractor for $173.50. I was watching this card because I don't have a good Adley card, as you can see. I can't even find it. But I was watching this auction for a couple days, and after he hit the 2 home runs yesterday, I was like, I'm winning this. I think I ended up bidding like $190 because I was like, no, I'm winning this card. Like, there's no way I'm not winning this. So I ended up getting it for $173.50, which I think is a great buy. Because if we compare this to Jared Kelenic before he made his debut, this was like a $500 card. Like $455 right there is just an example. And I know there's $500 ones up there. So buying Adley's at $173, like I'm super okay with. I know the market has come down, but I do think this is going to be bare minimum, like a $300 card by the time he makes his debut or plays good still, because he's clearly going to keep playing well in Double-A. I just don't see a slump happening, at least with getting on base. I know that hitting can be up and down. You can't teach getting on base. Like some people have it, some people don't. He does have it right here. $120, $115 PSA 10. Bowman Chrome base. Like, I don't think that's a terrible buy. I think it's fine. Like, I can see this getting up to like the $200 range. Raw card around $15 to $20 is what you're looking for. Sapphire between $80 and $100. I actually really want a Sapphire, so I'm probably going to keep that on my radar, because if you can grade it well, it's like a $500 card. And then the last card I want to focus on is raw Bowman Chrome Auto. $354. It's really not that bad when you compare it to some of these other players. It's really not. It's expensive. Like, I'm not going to go out and buy that because, I mean, I think I can use my money elsewhere. And you just don't know the quality of the card that you're receiving when you buy it raw. As far as first overall pick, Bowman Chrome autograph, like Spencer Torkelson, his is like a $700 card, and you can get Adley's for $354. So not the worst purchase in the world. I think he's a good buy right now. So right now, I think a solid buy. If you can get his Bowman Chrome base under 20, I think that's a decent buy. Raw refractor under 40. Again, you just have to make sure they're good quality. But then if you can get a graded Chrome card like under 120, like I think that's a solid buy. I can see this becoming a $200 card. And then the refractor. I mean, I just bought this card, so I kind of have to talk it up, right? No, I'm not even going to talk it up because of that. Like, I would love to have got it at 150, but I really do think his cards are going to comp around where Jared Kelenics are when he comes up. I just feel like he hasn't had that hype in a while, and I feel like just yesterday he started getting that hype again. Like, he's playing really well, and I think people are finally starting to notice, like, oh yeah, Adley Rutchman, first overall pick. This dude can ball. So I think he's going to get more hype, like, really fast. Like, if he keeps playing well, I think these cards are going to skyrocket quickly, especially at the prices they're at now. Like, a refractor PSA 10 under $200 for a #1 draft pick. Yeah, sign me up. Sign me up all day. All right, you guys, that is going to be it for today's Minor League Monday. Adley Rutchman is playing super well. He's getting on base every day. He's walked 22 times in 22 games. Like, that's the most impressive thing for me. Outside of hitting a home run from the right side and the left side, like, yes, sign me up for that too. Adley Rutschman looks really good in Double-A. I really do think we're going to see him debut this year. And if he doesn't, I'll be pissed at the Orioles because he's playing really good at Double-A. If someone's succeeding in Double-A to those levels of almost a 500 on base percentage, he doesn't belong there. Like, he needs to come up. We'll see how long it takes really. Before the season, my timetable for him was after the All-Star break towards maybe the end of the year. But with how he's playing now, like, I'm okay if they bring him up next week. Like, they should just do it. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's Minor League Monday. In the comments below, let me know what you think of Adley Rutchman. Are you just as relieved as I am to see him playing phenomenally so far? Like, it just feels good. Like, I've been a fan of Adley since he was in college. And it just, like I said, it just didn't have a great taste in my mouth from how he played in 2019. It just didn't feel like I expected so much more out of him. And what he's doing this year, I'm like so okay with. I'm super happy. So Let me know in the comments what you think of Adley Rutschman. Are you buying? Are you selling? What are you doing with Adley Rutchman? Put it down in the comments below. As always, if you guys like these videos, want me to keep making them, give my video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Helps me out a ton. Thank you for watching. You all have a great rest of your day. See ya!